Hello, Facebook friends. This is Alyssa from Colin's Hope. We've got some special guests. Can we see everybody? Is everybody on there? Can you just see me? Am I the only one? All right. Well, I think right now you can see me, but we're going to have some special guests. And can you see my bunny slippers? Yeah. Got bunny slippers on. It's Bedtime Stories with Colin's Hope. We're going to read some water safety stories. So get your kids I'm going to give you a little lead in so you'll have a few seconds to grab them. It is our job at Colin's Hope to keep water safety in front of you and your family and talk to you about how you can keep your family safer around water. And we're going to do that tonight is Bedtime Stories. So we're going to read two stories. The first one is I'm going to introduce a very good friend of mine and a fellow water safety warrior. She actually has taught me most of what I know about being a swim instructor. And I call her the swim whisperer. So Kim Schults is going to come on and she is going to read her book, Learn to Swim with Lou. And we actually used this book when we were in Honduras together on a swim mission. So I love it. I love her. And I'm going to invite Kim to come on and read.
All right. Thank you.
Oh, wait, hang on a second. I now see Samantha and Bastian are here. They're watching. So hi, guys. Welcome back.
Hi. Alexander, say hi.
Hi.
Oh, yeah. And we have Alexander, who is our little Colin's Hope mascot. So he is also watching in his pajamas. All right. Go, Kim.
All right. Hi, I am Kim, otherwise known as Swim Kim, and I have a nonprofit called Face in Water. And right now we are putting out Learn to Swim with Lou. It's going to be on Kindle this week, and it'll be in a paperback next week on Amazon. And all the proceeds go to Face in Water nonprofit. And I'm going to share Lou with you guys. I've got Lou here, and Lou the ant needs to learn how to swim. So we're going to learn about Lou learning how to swim. He doesn't know how to swim. All right. So it's called Learn to Swim with Lou. And, it's kind of tricky to do this. All right. It has 10 basic swimming and water safety skills. All right. So, sorry, I'm trying to figure this out. Okay, here we go. So we have Lou here, and he's saying, I wish I knew how to swim. And I'm just going to read a little bit here. Lou is ready to try something new. He cannot swim, but he wants to. Sam knows exactly what to do. He offers to teach his friend Lou, and there's Sam the turtle. Safety first. Be careful, Lou. Just relax and I will show you. So skill number 1, get your face wet. Put your face in the water nice and slow. Keep your eyes open and your mouth closed. And Lou's trying it out. Skill number 2, blow bubbles. Take a little breath and put your face in. Blow air out softly as you begin. Blow bubbles between every breath you take, like blowing out candles on a birthday cake. Skill number 3, front float. To float on your front, you just have to chill. Relax your body and try to be still. If you continue to practice this skill, the water will lift you and drift you will. And look at Lou floating on his front. Skill number 4, front glide with kicks. To move ahead quickly on your front side, stretch your arms forward so you can glide. Push off face down and kick from the hip. You'll swim through the water like a rocket ship. Skill number 5, arm pulls. While gliding along, pull your arms one by one. Make rainbows above, reaching up to the sun. Keep your body tall as straight as a stick with long legs behind going kick, kick, kick. Skill number 6, roll over. And we see Lou rolling over. Start with a glide to keep you on track. Twirl around back to front and then front to back. Breathe on your back, face out of the water. Roll this way and that, just like an otter. Breathe. Lou looks relaxed floating on his back. Now quiet your body and take a rest. Roll on your back and push up your chest. The water can be a friend to you. It holds me up. It will hold you too. We're looking at skill number 7, which is the backflip. To float on your back, once again, just stay still. You can breathe the whole time while doing this skill with your chin, toes, and belly each up high. Relax like you're sleeping and look at the sky. Skill number 8, back glide with kicks. To kick on your back, start floating along. Keep your arms by your sides and your legs out long. Make little splashes and you'll be quick with straight legs and a shimmy kick. Skill number 9, retrieve an object from the bottom. And look at Louis going down to the bottom and coming back up. Start at the surface for this little trick. Go down to the bottom, push off and kick. Pop up to the top, get some air to be free. To the bottom, then top, like the frog you see. And skill number 10, jump in, turn around, and go back to safety. With your toes on the edge, stand up tall, jump in feet first, away from the wall. Go down, turn around, and kick up to the top. When you swim back to safety, your bubbles don't stop. To explore the water just like Lou, find an adult to practice with you. Stay safe, relax, and have some fun as you learn each skill one by one. Thank you for listening. And at the end of this book, I take all the 10 skills and we broke them down here for you. We've got all 10 skills with just a little blurb about what parents can do to help their kids figure that skill out and accomplish that skill in the water, a little how-to piece. And I saw that Alyssa was using these skill cards as I read as well. So I've taken all the 10 skills from the book and then put them into skill cards. These are waterproof and you can use them to complement that in the pool. Okay, I've got a couple other things to show you. We have these waterproof skill cards that have all 10 skills as well with a little bit more information. I've got stickers. We've got progress charts. Lou has all kinds of stuff going on. You can find this all on swimkim.com. So excited to share this with you guys.
Yay. Thanks, Kim. And I want to make a comment about that because we use these when we taught when we were in Honduras. And I love them because if you are out there with your kids and they're in swim lessons, or right now, if you're swimming in your backyard pool, you as a parent caregiver can utilize the stuff that Kim has with your kids and helping them practice. So it's awesome. And Lou is so cute. I need a Lou stuffed animal.
So cute. Ooh.
So cute. Oh, thank you, Kim.
Thank you so much for having me. Signing off, guys.
Yay. All right. So when Kim signs off, I am going to now read The Polar Bear Who Wouldn't Swim. And this is a book by our friends at the Zach Foundation. Karen and Brian Cohn wrote this book. Sadly, after they lost their son Zachary to drowning after a drain entrapment. And so we love the Zach Foundation and we work with them throughout the year on a lot of different things. They have swim camps and some great things going on in different communities. And so I wanted to read The Polar Bear Who Wouldn't Swim. So I'm going to have to read like this and then I'll show you the pictures. Okay. Oh, first this was Zachary. So just like we have Colin behind us, this is Zachary. Okay. So The Polar Bear Who Wouldn't Swim. Nighttime was the best time at the zoo for the animals. After a long day of showing off for the visiting boys and girls, the animals could finally let loose and have some fun. The frogs played leapfrog on the lily pads, the kangaroos played hopscotch, and the monkeys just monkeyed around. So we got kangaroos and frogs and monkeys. Can you see the monkey? This is hard to do backwards. There's the monkey. Okay, see. Across the zoo, the polar bear family shared in the fun. 3 young cubs, Jenna, Henry, and Sydney, splashed in their pool while their mom watched. Just like most polar bears, the cubs loved to swim, but not their brother Zeke. He never joined in the fun. He was afraid of the water and sat by himself, bouncing his favorite ball, hoping to be left alone. He just couldn't and wouldn't swim. There's Zeke. Can you see Zeke over there? Let's see. There he is with his ball. But on this night, Zeke lost control of his ball and it started rolling toward the pool. Oh no, Zeke shouted as he scrambled to his paws and sprinted after the ball. He couldn't let the ball fall into the water, and as he ran, he could hear his mom yelling, "Don't run by the pool!" But he didn't listen. Zeke was close to grabbing the ball, and when he lunged for it, his paw slipped and he tumbled into the water. Uh-oh. Poor Zeke. Jenna sprang into action when she saw her brother crash into the water and struggled to stay afloat. She grabbed a life ring and threw it to Zeke, who clutched on as she pulled him to safety. Good job, Jenna. Jenna was Zeke's water guardian. Zeke shivered with embarrassment, wondering what his family thought about a polar bear who couldn't and wouldn't swim. He knew he had to go somewhere animals couldn't and wouldn't swim too, but where? Just then, Zeke thought of his friend Parker, the penguin. He looked around at his family enjoying the water and made his choice. Zeke sneaked off to see Parker. There's Zeke. "Hey, Zeke," shouted Parker when he spotted Zeke in the penguin habitat. "What are you up to?" "I don't want to live by the water because I can't swim and I don't feel safe," explained Zeke. "Penguins don't swim, so I want to live with you." Parker crossed his flippers. "I love to swim," he said. "You're a polar bear. What do you mean you don't swim?" "As long as you follow the A, B, C, and D's, you'll be safer in the water." "The A, B, C, and D's," said a confused Zeke. "Yeah, the A, B, C, and D's of water safety. A is for adults. I only go into my pool when there is an adult watching me. That way I know I am safe. B is for," wait, here's the penguin, Parker. "B is for," hang on. No, Zeke interrupted. "Maybe you like the water, but it's too scary for me." Zeke turned around and, not wanting to hear anymore, and left. He couldn't and wouldn't swim. "Now where should I go?" Zeke thought to himself. "Aha," he said aloud. There was no way the largest animals in the zoo could swim. They were just too big. He sprinted off to see his friend Elliot the elephant. Let's see, we're at Elliot the elephant. As soon as Zeke got to the elephant habitat, he saw Elliot splashing his dad in the pool. "Hey, Zeke, come on," shouted Elliot. Zeke couldn't believe his eyes. "I didn't know you could swim," Zeke sighed. "I sure can," replied Elliot. "It's fun as long as I follow the A, B, C, and D's. A is for adult. B is for barriers." "What are barriers?" Zeke asked. "Barriers are fences and gates that keep me away from the water when my mom and dad are not there to watch me. I only swim when they open the gate to my pool to let me in. C is for..." Before Elliot could finish, Zeke stood up, shaking his head. He did not want to hear about how swimming could be safe or fun. He wouldn't and couldn't swim. He waved a quick goodbye to Elliot, and Elliot just shrugged and waved his trunk. Zeke was confused and sad. Could he be the only animal in the zoo afraid of the water? Everyone loved the water, penguins, polar bears, and even elephants. But Zeke couldn't swim. He wouldn't swim, and he knew he had to keep going. He wondered what animal could he live with who wouldn't swim. Finally, he had his answer, and he hurried off to see Hannah the hippo. Look, there's Zeke and the elephants. He's running away to see Hannah. When he arrived, Hannah was prancing around the hippo pool, practicing her ballet as her mom watched nearby. Zeke was happy to see his friend not swimming, but his hopes were washed away when Hannah broke her stride and launched a giant cannonball into the pool. Yes! Go, Hannah the hippo! Hannah came up laughing. "I totally got you." Zeke stood there shivering and soaked. "I'm so sorry, Zeke," said Hannah. "I only wanted to surprise you." "It's not you," he said. "I'm scared of swimming. I want to live somewhere without water, but everyone swims." "I used to be scared of swimming too. I thought I couldn't and I wouldn't. So I wouldn't. I was horrible to be a hippo that didn't swim," she exclaimed, "but I'm not afraid anymore." Zeke perked up. "But how did you get over it?" he asked. "There is nothing to be afraid of if you follow the A, B, C, and D's." "Here we go again," thought Zeke. Come with me and I'll show you," she said. Hannah grabbed Zeke's hand and dashed through the zoo. When they finally stopped running, Zeke was terrified to see the biggest and scariest pool he had ever seen. "Where are we?" he stuttered. "Let's sit down," Hannah replied. Zeke trusted his friend, so they sat together at the edge of the pool. And then a lone dark fin popped out of the water and started to speed towards Zeke and Hannah. Zeke tried to get his friend to stand up, but she wouldn't budge. The dark fin was getting too close. Zeke prepared for the worst. Uh-oh. "Daisy!" shouted Hannah. Zeke opened one eye, then the other. There in front of him was Daisy the dolphin. "Hi, Hannah. Who is your friend?" asked Daisy. "This is Zeke. He's afraid to get in the pool," Hannah said. "Do you remember the A and B of safety? C is for classes," Hannah explained to Zeke. "After taking swim classes with Daisy, I knew how to swim and be safer around the water. She can teach you too." Look at that. She's floating on her back, Hannah the hippo. Daisy looked at Zeke. "It's true, I could teach you to swim. It's easy. Come on in." Daisy extended her fins, and Zeke looked into the deep blue water, not sure what to do. He could walk away and go home right now, or he could face his fear tonight. He stared down at the water and thought about what to do. No more sitting alone, no more couldn'ts, no more wouldn'ts, and no more being the only polar bear who was afraid to swim. Trusting in Daisy, Zeke jumped into her fins and held his breath. He was surprised when Daisy caught him before he went underwater. She held him up, and he felt safe in the water for the first time. They spent all night in the water learning to swim, and before the swimming lesson was over, Daisy said, "Don't forget about the D of the A, B, C, and D's. D is for drains. Make sure you always stay away from pool drains because you can become stuck to them. Most animals don't know about the D, but now you do." Look at Zeke. Oh, and there's the pool drain, the bottom there. Knowing the A, B, C, and D's of water safety helped Zeke learn to swim. He promised Daisy he would come back to swim with her. It was fun. When it was time to go home, Zeke said the A, B, C, and D's one more time so he wouldn't forget. A is for adult, B is for barriers, C is for classes, and D is for drains. By the time the sun came up, Zeke was back with his family, snuggling with Jenna, Henry, and Sydney. When he woke up, the zoo had opened and the kids were lining up to catch a glimpse of the great polar bears. Zeke stood up and walked toward the pool. After his mom opened the gate, Zeke checked to make sure she was watching. He remembered his class from the night before and jumped in. When he came up, all the kids were clapping loudly to see the young polar bear playing in the water. Yay, Zeke! He's even got his goggles on. From that day on, whenever the animals in the zoo were afraid of the water, Zeke taught them how to be safer with the A, B, C, and D's and brought them to see Daisy for her special swimming lessons. Never again did a young animal say he couldn't and wouldn't because Zeke was there to show them they could and they should. The end. So you guys got to hear about Lou the ant learning how to swim and Zeke the polar bear. So that's one of the things we love to talk about at Colin's Hope is how important it is to learn to swim. So, well, thank you guys for being here. I know I saw Samantha and Bastian, and Gertie Kate was on there with Fran. So I want to thank a special thank you to Swim Kim, who read Learn to Swim with Lou. She's one of my greatest favorite humans in the world. And then thanks to the Zach Foundation, Karen and Brian Cohn for letting us read The Polar Bear Who Couldn't Wouldn't Swim. And you can go to the ZachFoundation.com if you want to get that book. And then I think Kim put in the comments.
Post the links as well. Once the video gets posted to Facebook, we'll include the links to both of those websites.
Okay, yeah, we'll include the links to both those both of those when this posts to Facebook. So you can support our drowning prevention partners too. But we are so happy. Please give us feedback if you want us to do this again. We've got more water safety books that we can read. But again, please, as we're all living life a little bit differently, please talk to your kids. kids about the water that's around your house, in and outside of your house. And parents, go on to our colinshope.org/quiz and take our water safety quiz, become water guardians. We really, really, really do not want to see drownings happening ever. And we certainly don't want to see them happening because people are at home more right now. So, and it's warming up. So thank you guys. And I guess we'll just say have the best night ever. And we'll see you tomorrow.
Bye. Oh, yes. Bye.
Bye.